Hello, and welcome to Campaign Comrades, your favorite leftist gaming channel. We are still in the stew, folks. If you were here last week, we were...
Dude, I'm so sleepy from all the caviar I've been eating. I don't think you're supposed to eat all the caviar that I've been eating.
It's, you know, we're getting decadent up in here.
Please help us. We've been locked in here for fucking 5 days. It's going to shit.
Yeah, if you can read the Morse code in the cadence of my voice, send help.
It's getting a little silly, a little weird up in here.
He's locked me against a railing.
We are seeing things that shouldn't be seen, and we are opening up a window into the dark dimensions. Folks, we are continuing, finally, our Call of Cthulhu adventure here for you, which we should come up with an actual name for. Not for like the series of these things, but like, yeah, for your little investigator band.
It's true.
Yeah.
But that's beyond us at this point. We're running on fumes and silliness here. So that's
sugar and pork.
That's largely going to be.
We should get a Ouija board and then record us doing a Ouija session in the cistern cellar.
Oh boy.
You know, we're being thematic here. I'm honestly not going to do any real sense of recap here.
Last
Go
time on
back and
Dragon
listen,
Ball
bitch.
Z.
I don't even have up in front of me what episode ago it was to be listening to this. So, you know,
Just find it. You could
Yeah, just
search.
go- yeah, just go
You know how to use Google.
It's in April.
and I'm pretty sure it's been tagged with Call of Cthulhu. So go find it. You can do it. I believe in you.
I think it's our April
I believe.
episode.
No, it was May something.
No, I don't think it was May because I think May was
Yeah.
the first month that we
We took some. Yeah, we
had,
took it off.
we couldn't do it, and then we tried again in June, and my internet didn't work.
Right. So we just waited till while you guys were here. Okay. So the only bit of recap that you'll get is a slight reintroduction to everybody's characters. We have. Let's just get a quick little description of our characters here. Nothing crazy, nothing in depth. Just give me the basic rundown of who we're working with here. I know we got Mickey, Gunther, and Carl.
Yeah.
Gunther Leahy. He's a strapping, oafish-looking dude. That
That's an oxymoron, but okay.
Strapping, but
sorry, strapping wasn't the word.
Hulking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
jacked.
Hulking. Yeah,
He's a large man.
he's a big boy.
lurch.
He's a textile mill worker. He works on the floor with the children. He is the largest amongst them.
Became their de facto representative.
Yeah,
of the unions.
because he's the only adult
Mm-hmm.
Only one of voting age.
Yeah.
of voting age and that could like somewhat string together a coherent English sentence.
Yeah, they're still speaking like Cockney
Yeah.
in those in those mill lines. All right, who's next? Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey Mac here. He's, you know, I'm a
Michael
PI
Mouse ain't no friend.
working for doing some help here. Just the muscle, really. And better not cross me.
He's a quote unquote friend of the union.
Yeah, better not cross me, 'cause you don't want to be not my friend.
You
I'll
don't
tell
want
you
any of
that
the
much,
sauce.
buddy.
Giving me Bear Jew vibes from Inglorious Bastards.
I'm an Irish Catholic. How the
Yeah,
fuck
how
dare you?
dare you?
How the fuck dare you say something
I'm
like that?
fueled on whiskey and potatoes.
Yeah.
As a fellow Irishman,
And those
I'm
potatoes are not chopped up and put into a pancake. They're just eaten raw.
Goddamn blasphemy.
All the nutrients in them.
Dirt and all.
Dirt
All
and
right.
all.
And Gunther's kind of like our unwilling participant here. Been kind of
Carl.
What did I call you?
Gunther.
No, sorry.
I'm Gunther.
I can't even keep track of them all. Carl is our unwilling participant here.
Yeah, I'm just the liquor runner. Like I don't.
You got a cock?
I just kind of got caught up in this bullshit, and they just started beating me up. And they're like, "Who's your man?" And I'm like, "I don't know what's going on. I'm just out here running the liquor, and they're like, "You're doing it for the governor," and I'm like, "I don't know who the governor is." Like, they mean the senator. And they're like, "I don't know who the senator is. I just do what my liquor. They tell me what to do, and I buy that, and I just bring it out there."
Shut up, Carl.
Do we have 2 bumbling idiots and a muscle man?
A drunk.
I mean, you're a man of few words, but I think there's some wisdom that lies underneath that, and then he's just a drunkard. But
This is a ragtag crew. I like
when,
it.
when people look at you, they think that you are submental.
Yes, I have a hodor.
Well, people
kind
think
of
that
vibe.
about Carl too, but Carl's actually really smart. If they actually were trying to really get to know him, but they gotta really try to talk to him. And when talks with sills and raccoons in particular are a thing that Carl is very versed in.
Carl is autistic, is 1920s autistic coded, but just has very specific sense of interest.
Raccoons
he
being
may
amongst them.
not know his letters, but he knows his numbers. That's definitely
Carl,
for sure. You
gotta know the numbers.
You ask him a random date, and he'll tell you the day of the week it was.
You do math.
I love
Like-
those guys.
The arithmetic.
Didn't we have one at the old Stop and Shop back?
And
home?
you sell.
Who would know your address based on phone number?
And you got.
He was just memorizing
The
databases.
phone book, yeah. You knew the phone book by heart. All right. So yeah, you guys were, for various reasons, and if you are interested in finding out those reasons, go back and listen to the episode. You have been pressed into or volunteered to serve the union here to figure out what's been going on with these labor negotiations that have fallen through, the nefarious partnerships that have been made between the governor, not you now, Carl's got me fucked up, not the governor, the senator Robin Jehoshaphat Brandon and his campaign, what they've got going
Imagine
on
how
with
hard
the
it is for
bosses
me to
here.
keep track of what's
Carl-
actually going on.
Carl's that kind of stupid that is contagious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it blends over to me.
So they've just been asking around town. You guys went to the local newspaper.
Yep.
You went to the offices of the Evening Journal, and you met a gumshoe reporter. And then, as far as we got last time, was you went to the senator's re-election campaign office
Mm-hmm.
and spoke to the cocaine-addled
We received an invite
campaign director, and
to
you were quote unquote promised that you could get hired as temps for as wait staff grunts for the shindig that's happening the next night.
I'm gonna wear my best raccoon hat.
You're gonna get it pressed and permed.
It's black and white, right? That's a skunk, Carl.
Okay, so there's other places.
Carl doesn't know raccoons that well. He thinks every four-legged animal under a certain size is a raccoon.
So there are several other places here on Main Street.
I wanna supply up for our shindig.
Okay, there's a hardware store you could go on Main Street.
So do we know the location of the shinamadig?
Yeah,
I don't.
because we have the job to work.
Yeah, it's being held at the local Masonic Lodge.
Oh, good.
I think that was that.
Freemasons.
So I would like to, if possible, investigate the Masonic Lodge so that we could then go to the hardware store and get whatever supplies we may need for a quick escape.
Okay. All right. So it goes off of Main Street, but it's one of the kind of side streets. It is kind of being it's not completely shut down, but kind of roped off a little bit by some would appear to be or make a spot hidden roll.
Okay, so the biggest thing is remembering the rules. Spot hidden. So it's a D100, correct?
Yeah.
So is that 37?
Yeah.
No, 7:30.
It's between half and regular.
Is it underneath the regular
Yes,
success?
it's underneath.
Yeah,
yes.
then you're good.
Okay.
Okay, so these appear to be off-duty police officers. They're like plain clothes.
Does anyone have connection to these piggies or have any sort of relationship with?
Currently very uncomfortable.
Okay. Carl, why don't you hang back for a second, make yourself look a little busy. Avoid these here piggies nearby.
I think I might just do that right now. You're not going to see Carl. Nope. You know, if worst come worst, Carl not just a fast driver on this part of, Pennsylvania. Carl run real fast, too.
Good to know, Carl.
I guess I will approach the officers and make some pleasantries and small talk about what's going on there.
Make
What
a
Hold on. What other buildings are there again around here?
on this part of the street
Yeah.
where he's
Yeah.
at. There's like probably some other like kind of social clubs, maybe like the fire department, and yeah, like there's like starting to get into some residential areas here, but they're because this is like off of Main Street.
I'm not with him.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go to the fire department and
Okay.
say hello to some old friends that are down here from Boston.
Okay, make a persuade check, like with a bonus die from.
They changed precincts after their
I
wives
assume
left
that
them.
the second that you walk inside, it just Dropkick Murphy's music.
What did you say? Sorry. What am I rolling?
A persuade roll with a bonus die.
I love the image of Bostonian firefighters in Delaware,
Yeah.
just like screaming
Well, you said it's
incoherent.
after their wives divorced them.
Just a regular success.
All right, yeah, they don't know you, but like they immediately welcome in, another one of you from the Erie Isles.
Excellent. And yeah, so like
You immediately start, just like doing, you start tending bar.
yeah, that's 100% what I'm
Like-
doing there.
Like to the off-duty,
Like
firefighters.
swinging bottles around, juggling them.
All right, so while that's going on, we'll come back to that. So you Gunther are trying to make pleasantries with the police officer. I assume like you're kind of just like mumbling, like
Yeah.
kind of under your breath.
I'm
like-
just kind of like morning. What's going on here? Because I assume there's like shit setting up.
They like just kind of like are telling you to there's an event happening tomorrow night. You got to move along. Or can't cause congestion.
No loitering.
You see, one of them is like putting his hand on his hip as he's like
Fucking shoot you.
just like looking you up and down.
Yeah, I assume they're like waist height to me.
You can
They're
make-
like children.
You can make a psychology roll.
Okay.
This man's about to get fucking gunned down. He's gonna turn his back and he's gonna be like, "He's got a gun."
Way over. So fail.
Failure. Okay, yeah. He's just like it looks like he's just resting his hand on his hip. He's had a long day.
I mean, regardless, I'm walking. I'm sorry to bother you, fellas, and walking away.
Okay. There appears to be again not like they're just kind of like directing traffic along, and there's like some trucks that are like some box trucks maybe like that are just kind of pulling up and parking, and they're kind of like there's one of the plainclothes guys is like checking off people on a clipboard as the trucks are kind of coming in to make deliveries. And there's like they like are driving towards the back, but there's kind of like a delivery bay that looks like it's less being watched less by these plainclothes.
Can I go speak to Carl and tell him what I seen?
Sure. Okay, so you meet up with Carl and you guys.
Carl.
You get a lowdown of what's going on over here.
There no bacon around, right?
No, they gone.
All right. Mm-hmm.
You able to case the joint?
All right. Well,
Say, where'd that accent come
Becoming
I don't know.
from the bayou.
now my mama.
I'm trying to mumble.
You're speaking his language.
Mama said that alligators so ornery because they got all them teeth, but no toothbrush.
You case the joint?
I'm just, just trying to wait. Y'all told me. I'm just.
Told me not to get in trouble.
Yeah, like I'm just a driver, man. Like y'all the ones telling me gonna punch me and shit. Like,
Carl, go sit on the bench.
In the meantime,
ooh, there are
while
pigeons.
There are a bunch of pigeons.
There are a bunch of
in
raccoons.
front of the.
Flying
pull out
raccoons.
breadcrumbs?
He's sitting on a bench in front of the town courthouse, which is
like the bird lady from Mary Poppins.
the Court of Chancery, Delaware, a Delaware staple.
Those are flying raccoons.
Flying squirrel.
Okay, so in the meantime, I'm serving my fireman buddies up, and just gonna ask them
he
if they're
slobbered
aware
some
of any
some
work,
of their
of any
glizzies.
work at the senator's.
Just walked into a firehouse and was just sitting there like, I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna sling some drinks during Prohibition.
Yeah, man. We're Irish. This is what we do. Yeah, so I'm asking if they're aware of any work for the senator's event, because firemen are
Wet
on
work?
duty. They're on call. They're ready for anything.
Make another persuasion check or fast talk
Okay.
or charm, whichever your social skill you want.
Yeah. Regular pass.
Okay. They say somebody's eating snacks. Yeah, don't close it. Just leave it.
we got some sound design going on.
Yeah, man.
It's the firemen in the back fucking each other.
Oh, Carl,
They've lost their
Mr.
minds.
January.
That's all they get. So they, there'll be a few on call. I'm sure the, no one said anything, but I'm sure the fire chief is probably on the invite list.
Mm-hmm.
But they kind of look at you and said, but to be honest, more of us we've been told to, be on call for, other things. Wink, wink. They're. We have it on good authority that it's not like that. There are some rabble rousers planning some things for the
Interesting.
for the event. So
I fucking hate rabble rousers.
me too. Like they're throwing Molotov cocktails, setting cars on fire.
Any leads on who these motherfuckers are?
The usual suspects. Basically they named the union leadership.
Goddamn fucking union. Those fucking laborers need to do what they're supposed to and get to fucking work.
So you and all of the rest of us, we pulled ourselves up by our bootstraps. They need to
Abso-fucking-lutely.
learn the value of honest work.
They think they can come here and just earn it, just have it given to them immediately. It's fucking horse shit. Let's like crying. Okay, so I want in on stopping the rabble and the rousing. And the rabble rousing.
You could always go talk to the our brothers in blue.
Okay. They're next door.
they're
This town has the layout of that map, that rug.
Yeah.
Where everything is on one street.
Main Street.
And it just winds back and forth.
No, I think I saw some of those
they're
boys outside.
They're attached to the courthouse.
Yeah.
Which is back on Main Street.
Never do that again, Mike.
All right. Yeah. So cool. I'm gonna go outside now. It's been nice. I toast my boys. I give them a best of luck.
So
Don't die a fiery
we could
death.
always use more volunteers, though.
Aye. Maybe next time. I prefer to fight men, not fires.
And then they raise a glass to you and start singing a song.
Oh, Danny boy.
Yeah, from the
Oh, Danny boy.
okay, so what?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ask the cops if I can help stop the rabble rousing.
Okay.
Right after.
They ask you 0 questions. They give you a billy club.
And a shiny sheriff's badge.
Excellent.
You've been deputized.
Excellent.
No questions asked.
Excellent.
They give you a form that says everything I do is an official act.
Beautiful.
They're just like, yeah, go crack some heads.
All right. I'll tell them I'll come back with some ears.
It's like, wow, I could be a real psychopath. Like, yeah, buddy, we're hoping so.
And I'm gonna go find them. Free group.
I mean, we're watching this whole thing.
Fucking talking to the pigs, like, oh man, I don't fucking talk no fucking oink, motherfuckers.
Well,
Alright, so I have a
deputized
plan.
me.
So they deputize you and they tell you to to show up to the local trade union offices tonight.
Okay.
I have a plan suggestion for the group. Thoughts on using your newfound knighthood to catch me casing the joint to take me away so that the other cops don't, and it buys you some good faith.
I don't know. I think I'm already in.
Just asking to get your ass beat.
we should.
Unless that you're into that, you're like, yo, really beat me up. I deserve it.
No. I just want to know what supplies to buy.
We should.
Can I get a good look at the Masonic Lodge? Like, is there a vantage point that I could just, like...
You can try and stealth your way to, towards the...
Better idea. Is there a library?
There is a library in town, of course. A book repository.
Could we go there and look at the floor plan?
Okay, so you go to the book repository. There is a, little old woman who should be retired. Has got Coke rim glasses.
White hair.
Just in a absolutely airtight bun, and she's just kind of,
The best part is because of the time period, she's 30.
she's tottering around.
She's 32.
She's struggling to she's like, I hit my mic. Yeah, she's squinting, lifting up the glasses, putting them back in, changing the site to try to re-shelve books.
Mm-hmm.
And comes in and back to the main counter where when you guys come in, and she's so nice, so personal, like, how can I help you boys? And then there's somebody in the back coughs, and she just turns around on a dime and just starts
Berating them.
Yeah, and takes a ruler out and starts beating them.
Amazing.
Like
I love
and
her.
then, comes back and says, "Sorry about that." And
So I very quietly say to her, "Hi, ma'am. We're looking for the schematics to some of the buildings
I'm
in the
standing
area."
outside.
Do you have a library card?
I could sign up for one.
It takes you 4 hours to sign up for a library card.
Oh, I am.
Okay, do you have? Yeah, you can make a library use roll.
Yeah.
On an extreme success, it cuts it down to to 15 minutes.
While he's doing that, can I go outside and make a phone call?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go outside and.
It costs you,
A nickel.
Okay.
a nickel. Yeah.
No, it's a failure.
Okay, I have this. I have the
All right,
funds.
you're gonna be there for most of the afternoon.
I have the funds for this phone call. And I'm gonna call my former boss
Okay.
and let him know the address of the house we were at when we all met up initially.
And so, like, it says, like, Mickey, this is great information and all, but I told you, you are on forced leave. You are not to be conducting investigations
Son of a
on
bitch.
your own time. How much, like, you have opened the agency up to liability on multiple occasions. Have you gone to the doctor?
They said I need more whiskey.
Make a persuasion, an extreme persuasion roll.
I know the times are different, but I highly doubt that the doctor back then was like, more whiskey! If anything,
The only way to get through your cirrhosis is to drink through it.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. I failed.
Like, damn it, Mickey. I don't want to have this conversation again. You are a good agent, a good investigator. We can't have you dying, from cirrhosis of the liver.
But boss, I'm telling you, well, this is a big win for us. If we just grade here, I promise.
We'll take it under advisement, Mickey.
Okay.
But you need to stand down, or else there's nothing I can do to help you with the brass. Like, you've got multiple abuse of power charges pending against you. You've got an internal investigation going on.
That's all bullshit, Cap.
I know. We've been over this, Mickey. We know it's all a pin-up job. You're the victim here, and he's saying that with complete honesty. It's like those goddamn.
Those black children had guns.
He can't. I was gonna say he can't. I was gonna say they were Jewish. They were Jewish activists, but in this case, were they black Israelites?
Yeah, yes, that's exactly what they were. That's exactly what they were. Or terrorists, as I like to call them.
So we know, Mickey. We're putting the entire weight of the agency behind you.
All right. Well, here's to you, Cap.
You say, but you got
A swig from my bottle.
Oh God, Mickey! God damn it! See, you gotta let us help you. Like, help me help you, Mickey.
I'm hanging up.
Mickey, how long have you been drinking?
Hang up. Boop. Done. Fine. All right. Stumble into the library.
Carl was just like sitting in a bush nearby.
Make a listen roll.
Nope.
Okay, you didn't hear the content of the
No,
conversation.
all I could hear was the banjo music in my head. Ding 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 ding.
Mickey, what catches your eye is, or not Mickey, sorry, Carl. What
Carl.
catches your eye is like all like the shops on Main Street are like very nice and kind of like idyllic, well paint. Like there's like they do put a fresh coat of paint on like every 3 months. Then there's this like one kind of almost looking like a shanty kind. Of course, they'll be the best.
So it's why they're replacing it every 3 months.
Yeah. This kind of like shanty almost structure that like can tell that it's being neglected by the rest of the community. Like they throw their they throw their trash and like pile it up outside the door to like just try to. You can tell that this
The home of the local leper.
Yeah, it is. Madame Venuville's fortune reading and curios.
I bet
And
you
you
she
see-
has a lot of taxidermied
Carl's
animals.
walking over
So
there.
we'll say what caught your eye is that there's this old woman who's like, you know, kind of pushing things around, searching through stuff, collecting some old bottles, and, you know, then she pulls out from like, she's like a, you know, she's an older woman, but like is
She keeps it tight.
much healthier looking and not like that, but like is just like, you know, in better shape than
You can just say she's a gypsy woman.
and she is and is you know, she pulls out from like her bustier a flask and takes a sip from it.
I'm
then goes
I'm
back
I'm,
into her
I'm
shop.
heading over there, pretty beelined.
All right, so when you open the shop door, you're immediately hit with like the wave of incense, and there's like, you know, crystals hanging from dingling that you like kind of have to walk through.
Usually when I smell something burning, it's not a good thing, but this seems like a different type of something burning, you know.
So it's like this shop is just like filled with all sorts of like random stuff. There's like voodoo dolls and monkey's paws and all sorts of weird little things like a genie lamp. There's books, stacks of books and tomes.
Any
and-
hands?
Yeah, there's a monkey's paw. There's like there's
Yeah,
there's like a skeleton hand, a skull that's been turned into a goblet, Ouija boards, all this stuff. You can make an occult roll if you want.
Does Carl know what that word means?
Carl doesn't, but Matt does. That is a negatory.
All right, so there's just a bunch of, you know, random stuff in here. You know, she's not used to getting any customers. So
No,
Madame Benuville herself, you know, she's got, you know, similar. Basically, she's got a similar accent to you. She is from the Bayou, a transplant up here. You feel an immediate connection to her. When she asks
Kinship.
No,
what's
I
bringing
don't
you in today.
I don't feel real people many times that speak, you know, they speak words that they don't really mean. Like when I speak words, I mean what I'm saying, and you also sound like you mean what you're saying when you speak the words. And I think we understand each other in a different way than most of these people around here who they spend too much time thinking about what they're going to say and not necessarily about how much time they're going to spend saying it, you know. And you know, I just think that we're going to get along now. I saw a monkey paw over there, and you know, like I ain't seen no monkey before other than like, you know, them boys down at the corner. But you know, they told me not to. You know, I'm not allowed to. Not allowed to, you know, they're good people now, you know. I'm not saying nothing like that, but you know, I also seen you got like a genie lamp over there, and like I heard once in one of them books that I ain't be able to read that there's something about some like Arabian Nights, and like there's a genie in that, and
Make a fast talk roll.
It's one of the good things. Yeah, I have an 85 on that.
Oh, nice.
And that's a,
Hell yeah, you fucking own that one.
So like super
Extreme
success.
yeah. Yeah, so she follows along perfectly, and it's like, you know, starts
Riveted.
conversing in like a similar rapid fire clip that I'm not even going to try to
Yeah.
replicate.
No, it's painful for my own brain to try to put this together.
And she's like, you know, you seem like a good sort, honey. Like, you know, it's tough being, you know, away from your home. Like, yeah, she takes you back. You know, I got a nice pot of jambalaya cooking. You know. And,
Oh boy, you know that they got, you know, crawdads and stuff up here. You know, like I know they don't have them as much in the streams, but you know I still seen them. You know, they go for my toes when I stick them in the water. They're like, I'm going for your toes, and I'm like, you crawdads, I'm coming for you. I'm going to turn you into jambalaya.
So yeah, her nephew, you know, caught a fresh batch of them this morning. So you know,
They got that fresh river, that fresh river pollution.
the fresh river mud is
Yeah.
a key ingredient.
The river pollution of the Delaware Valley is a necessary component.
And that was back when it was just getting started. So that was that good.
Well, it was getting started so
unregulated
completely
shit.
unregulated. The chemicals let out then are still permanently in the soil to this day.
So she takes you back and you have this conversation and like over a bowl of jambalaya and rice, and she basically tells you like all that stuff out there, that's just crap for the for the tourists. That's just
I kind of got a feeling like that. Like I was understanding like someone like you and me. They know the real stuff when they see it. Like that monkey's paw. I've seen a real monkey's paw, and it was on a man's hip. And he held it one time when he was making moonshine. He was like, I'm going to make a real wish right here that this moonshine going to be the best moonshine I ever had. He was right because it killed him.
He died right after. I imagine this whole time she's both calling him honey or baby boy. And that he, at one point, had his head in her bosom as a pillow. Yeah, sugar's another one. Yeah,
just giving a hug. Yeah, so there's like a smaller collection, but some like real stuff here. There's some tomes. There's what draws your attention. You tell her about like you're trying to get into this party type of thing. Like worried about got to dress all fancy like, and what she's got there is a monocle.
Ooh, that right there will make me look real official. I'm just saying, like there's a brand out there. They sell peanuts. They sell a peanut with a monocle on him, and I'm just if I look like the peanut, ooh.
The boys back home, they say that peanut is a pedophile.
Wop.
So you don't want to let Mr. Peanut near your kids.
Damn. What about Mr. Peanut's Island?
Mr. Peanut catching strays.
Mr. Peanuts on the flight logs.
So yeah, just don't worry, honey. This won't make you look like a pedophile. You'll be fine. Yeah, so she gives it to you, to look at. So it costs like $5, which is she's like discounting it for you. Does Carl have $5?
Isn't my money in gold?
Oh, I thought we were in gold too.
No, we're not trading in bullion.
I don't know what.
Where's my currency?
Although it could be argued that Carl might,
Gold teeth.
Yeah. So what's your credit rating?
Can Carl come get money from me because I have $5?
All right, you may only have $5. So your choice is either this monocle or there's like some tomes.
Well, I ain't know much for reading shit, but the monocle will make me look official as fuck. $5 is nothing. I will eventually make that back when I eventually, stop selling my hooch for less than I make it for. But, that requires business sense, and I just know numbers, as long as they're bigger, are better. So I will do the monocle.
Okay, so she gives it to you, and but she says but under one stipulation, she closes in your hand. It's like, don't put it on until you get out of the shop. Until I get
out of the shop.
Yeah, until you leave the shop.
Oh, just because you said that, now I want to put it on in the shop.
So what you should do is you say your piece, you say goodbye, and you go and you leave, and as you turn around, you kind of put it up. You see behind her, there's a smoky kind of almost apparition that's kind of sitting on her shoulder. I need you to make a sanity check.
So I'm trying to roll under or over the number that I have circled currently.
I believe it's under.
Well, that's an over.
All right, so you take.
That was not thought out before I got wedged into here.
Insane.
You take only 2 points of sanity damage.
Okay.
which is pretty good. But like, so it kind of comes into crystal clarity and then kind of fade. Like there's like a smirking kind of face, almost like a Cheshire cat smile.
Oh, good.
On it, but then it like kind of like winks at you and disappears, and then you pull the.
That's not going to haunt Carl's dreams for
And
the rest of his life.
So mechanically, I'll say for you, this is a magic monocle that allows you to like see through illusions and stuff.
Ooh.
But it increases your sanity damage
Okay.
taken. You take one, because sanity loss is like a number / type depending on success and failure. So you take one more on a success and one more dice type on a failure.
Okay.
If applicable.
Okay. I mean, I like being able to see through illusions. I think the best part is this is very applicable to Carl, because Carl's the type of crazy rambling person who would be talking about like demons and shit he's seen at the bar, and the locals would be like, "Okay, Carl, that's enough of your own hooch you've been drinking." Like,
So it's good not to wear it all the time, or else you will go insane.
okay, sure. I look like Mr. Peanut.
All right.
Am I done filling out my library card?
So
No.
yeah, well, you've been like having dinner basically, and there's a good amount of time has gone by. You are still. So yeah, she's like collating and laminating and punching out your
Doing a full background check.
on your card, and eventually she gets it taken care of, and you are able to take out books and have access to the archives.
Nice. Can I go into the archives now?
Yeah. As you do, go and now make another library use roll.
What other buildings are there on Main Street?
So it's the library. There's the Chamber of Commerce offices. The Court of Chancery, which is also the police, like the sheriff's station is off to the side of that. You already mentioned the newspaper. The trade union does have an office.
I want to go to the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
I failed.
You failed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it just takes you. You eventually get kicked out at closing time.
Yep.
And so what were you were looking for?
Like the
plans for the
Masonic Lodge.
Yeah, you don't find. At most, you're able to find like clippings of like events that they held, and it's like at most you can see like a photograph or two of like the main ballroom that like goes back into like maybe see a one like into the kitchen or something. But
Is there anything I could deduce?
with a failed roll, no. You do get kind of sidetracked onto like another.
Can I take pictures of the thing before I leave?
Do you have a big ass camera in your with the interchangeable bulbs? Somebody had photography.
Yes, I have a camera.
You just like.
I whip it out real quick.
Did they have Polaroids back then
No.
No.
in 1920s?
No, this is still under the
This
hood.
was
Yeah, those were like the 70s, right?
Yeah.
Those were like, no, they had cameras.
Single
but
bulb.
Single bulb.
Yeah.
I preferred it when it was the flash paper on
Yeah.
the separate.
And where they take the pictures upside down.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have to stand there for 10 minutes. That's why nobody smiled.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, imagine holding that pose for that long.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll for it?
No. For photography? Yeah, sure. Make a photography roll.
I failed.
Okay, you try to take a picture, and the snap of the bulb, Mary Hornsby turns on you for disturbing the peace, and is going to beat you with a reed.
Do I take damage?
She, do you like resist?
No.
Do you like resist her? So,
No,
yeah,
I'm hard though.
You take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
You find a bunch of you can't look at them because you're being hounded out. But like you had found a bunch of clippings about the senator during his like first campaign.
Is he tied in with the Masons?
It was like there were some events, but like you don't have the time to look at it now, but you have like the archived things in front of you as you're being hounded out. What do you do?
I slip one in my pocket.
Okay, make a
Sleight of hand.
is there
Spot hidden.
sleight of hand? Yeah. Damn it.
You look at the date on the first article, and it says
But
1812.
hold on. You have a bonus die because her eyesight is so poor.
So does the bonus die just mean I roll?
You roll another one of these. Roll another one of these, and you take the lower one is better.
Still a no-go.
So say like you can take it, but you like crumple it.
Okay.
These are like old,
Yeah.
so they might be damaged.
Okay. I leave with my tail between my legs and my cock rock hard.
Okay, so you guys meet up, and as Mickey is going towards the
Chamber of
Chamber of
Commerce.
Commerce, and it's just almost at the end of close of business day.
Okay.
And you need to get to the campaign office.
No, the
Union headquarters. I'm gonna go. So I'm barging in, and I'm gonna be like, listen.
Are you two joining?
The senator has deputized me.
I mean, if he looks like he's barging in, Carl's going to be holding back with his monocle because he's too fancy to be getting involved in such tomfoolery.
He's got his pinky out.
I'm watching Carl.
I barge in. Senator's deputized me. He has told me that he needs to know who you think the biggest threats are to the capitalist cause, and where do they stand today.
I think I know a communist.
The secretary out front,
Yeah,
Deirdre.
yeah.
Good name.
She's like wearing a senator campaign button.
Mm-hmm.
And she immediately says like that it's got to be the outside agitators.
It's always the outside
the
agitators.
She's just immediately highly racist.
Okay.
But she's
Okay,
like, and
okay.
of course she's got the big Democrat button, just placed prominently.
These goddamn outside agitators ruining our country. Coming in here thinking they deserve everything that we've earned here. It's ridiculous. And I think we need to teach them all a lesson. How about you and I go down to the Union House and protest, fuck some shit up, get these outside agitators going.
This is a 42-year-old woman
That's okay. She seems fired up.
who is just like then gets all like demure and like no I can't. They'll attack me. They'll assault me.
Miggy's just trying to clap some cheeks.
She's from some good hardy Irish stock herself, probably. Deirdre Fitzwallace, is her name. But she, she says if you want to like look closer to home, there's, she says I've always been suspicious of Fergus, and there's this kind of late middle-aged black man in a janitor's
Kindly man, just sweeping in the corner.
just like kind of whistling, very softly to himself, doing his hard day's work of, cleaning up. He's like just come out of the bathrooms and is putting down the wet floor sign. Is
Cleaning up the dainty lady's bulimia puke in the toilets.
and he like kind of gives you both like a courteous nod and like just politely tells gives Deirdre like a smile, but like just a good evening, ma'am, and sir, and just kind of keeps going about his business. He's got like a jangling key ring. Must open up every door in the building.
Okay. Fergus, what is it you say you do here?
Well, so as like he's going off to like finish start like sweeping up.
Okay. He's
like,
walking away. Got it.
He's like going off into like one of the hallways, right? And so Deirdre's like basically like signaling to you is like go follow him, like watch him, like.
Okay.
So you're gonna go off to do that.
Yeah.
But as you're doing that, you guys are like kind of outside the Chamber of Commerce. A nice car pulls up, and the driver goes to the back, opens the door. A impeccably well dressed guy in like this like kind of
I hold my monocle up.
Herringbone striped jacket, like just immaculately tailored, like handcrafted. He's got like a neck cravat and a jewel tipped cane that is just for ornamentation. And he's walking. Gets out of the truck and kind of whacks on the backside like two young we'll call them servants basically, but helpers who go to undo the straps on the back of the car that has this big sealed crate on it. He he walks up. He's kind of reprimanding his employees work faster. It's you recognize in the two young boys see you. They are they were fellow line workers at the textile mill.
Hey, it's Big John.
It's like
Jimmy and Frankie.
It's like they're like it's Gunther and this guy looks at you and what's his name? The two boys it's like Mr. Grimsby, isn't that Gunther or whatever your last name is?
Leahy.
Yeah, and he's this kind of he's got another assistant with him there too. This is another well dressed kind of middle aged man and this Joseph Grimsby, the textile mill owner, the textile king of Delaware, is about to address you, and is like, what's your last name again?
Leahy.
Yes, Mr. Leahy. How goes that? And how goes your and the assistant kind of butts in, and is kind of whispers in his ear, just oh, I'm sorry, I must have you mistaken for somebody else. Carry on. And he again just kind of whacks the two.
Is there anything fancy about them looking through my monocle?
You put the monocle on?
Oh yeah.
There's nothing directly seen around the people, but the crate has this powerful aura coming around it, and it's you see there are almost these spectral chains that are keeping it closed.
When the monocle's removed, are those chains physical there as well, or are they only visible with the monocle?
They're only visible with the monocle. So
Okay.
Once you realize that that's happening, make another sanity roll.
Do any of us have a car?
Damn right.
He's got a truck, yeah.
Ooh, that's a 003.
Yeah, that's a success. So you only take you take no sanity points. 'Cause
Woo! I'm already getting used to this thing.
Nice.
double of 0 is nothing. So there's something weird in them crates. But
Is there anyone like watching the crate?
Seems to know Gunther here.
Well, I'm gonna let him be distracted over there because I've got slippery fingers, and Is there anyone like paying attention to the crate on the back of
the
the?
boys had put it down as they're like kind of.
There's no one like watching it right now. Yeah. I'm gonna work my way over there and take an e-gander.
Make a spot hidden roll, I guess.
Do I see him? Oh, I guess based on this one.
That's a negatory, sir.
So do I see him do this?
Bummer.
Make
you
his
can
move.
you can make another spot hidden roll compared. What's your stealth? What's just like your base stealth?
My base stealth,
Yeah.
60.
Okay, you need a hard success.
Which is half or
under half.
That's a negatory.
Okay, yeah. Carl's too stealthy.
Okay.
Even when he's not trying to be.
Because I was gonna charm our friend.
Well, I'm still gonna be working on this crate. I might put my monocle back on. Try to.
Okay, so you continue on, and sorry. So you don't see anything from the crate. What are you trying to do? Just
Just a crate, just a box.
it's a big ass box. It's a big.
Yeah,
crate.
like does it look like there's like one singular point where I could just like open it? Does it look like
it's like nailed. Like even from
So
the
it's like a nailed
non-magical
shut.
things, it's nailed shut.
Okay.
You would need a crowbar.
Okay. All right. I'll
And if too much time is passing by, they are going to.
Yeah,
they
no,
are going
that's
to go,
I'm
you know,
like
they're
I'm
gonna
just
turn around and pick it up, and
I'm just gonna
Tell them to get
investigate
going.
it. I can't really see anything. I'm not gonna be able to open it. So, not really.
okay.
much.
So the they pick them up. They come into the into the building
Mm-hmm.
as you're about to follow,
Yep.
and they talk to Deirdre, the secretary, and she's like basically was expecting them.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes and leaves the desk and goes to basically open some doors for them
Okay.
as they go to they're going to go deposit that. And this guy, you don't know who he is, but you can tell that the Grimsby guy, you don't know who he is, but you can tell that he's important.
I'm gonna follow them instead.
And that he's he's an important guy, and he's not letting the thing out of his sight, until he knows it's secured and delivered. Okay, make a stealth roll if you're going to follow them inconspicuously.
Okay.
I'd also probably try to be tailing them.
You're going to continue in. Okay.
Would I also roll stealth?
Success.
Sure. Yeah. Gunther, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna be lookout on the outside.
Okay.
It's a base success.
A base success. Good.
Same.
Okay. Cool. So you guys are able to kind of.
So I'm gonna just quick signal to Gunther. It's like, so I don't really get it too much, but like I got a monocle thing right here, and it makes me look like the Peanut. It makes me look pretty fancy, but like I can see things for the truth.
That's one way to put it.
So like I seen that box, and that box is crazy. So I'm gonna keep following that box and try to figure out what's going on with that box.
Make your psychology roll.
Success.
All right, so he's not crazy. He is like convinced of, it's something like the kind of clearest and most, clear-eyed that Carl's been here. So like,
I choose to believe him.
yeah, okay.
So, I don't know. I don't need to know anymore, Carl. I'll make sure you guys get out of here.
All right, so you two are following the, they're Deirdre is like, trying to make small talk, and is basically she's just saying stuff like, that. What's their name? Their name is
Robert Paulson.
No, I know I have it. Oh well, yeah. Some of the. It's a lot of the. Mr. Grimsby here is like a representative on the Chamber of Commerce. He is like an important,
Like a board member.
yeah, he's an important member of, of the town business. But so Deirdre, says that that Mr. Hillary. It's Mr. Marshall Hillary.
Ooh.
Who you guys can make? Is there a history check? I don't.
There is.
I know there's history. I don't know if there's something that's immediately better. History is probably correct. Yeah. It's more like local history.
No.
Okay, so you don't know who. Or what's your credit rating? What's your credit rating? 5. I know that. What's your credit rating, Mickey?
10.
Okay, you don't know who this guy is. You don't know who Mr. Hillary is. But basically said, she's like saying, Mr. Hillary, told me to expect your delivery by end of business today. We've got, we cleared some space for you all. I have the only key here. She whispers, about her suspicions of Fergus, the janitor. It's like took it from his keys. Like he no longer has access here. You don't have to worry about anybody. I'm following my instructions that Mr. Hillary gave me. You and the other chamber members will. Are gonna your business is your own. We owe you. We in the town here owe you a lot. It's the least we could do. She's trying to flatter him, and he's
Trying to dick ride.
He's just like stonewalling. And eventually they get to the room. They go in. They close the door. There is a click as they deposit it. Some words are shared. If you want to make listen rolls.
Yeah.
Well, they're doing that. Could I, while I was, watching, go get Carl's truck?
Sure.
Okay. I go get Carl's truck.
Failure.
Okay, so you just hear muttering in the background. All right, make a drive auto roll for me. Why not?
Yeah, my keys are definitely in the truck.
Yeah, it's like you don't know where they are.
Yeah.
You're looking around. And yeah, you just do like
The classic sun visor.
yeah, the sun visor thing, and they fall in your lap.
I failed by 4.
Okay, so what do you want to? You can push the roll.
What does that do?
You redo it, and you can redo the roll, and if you fail, you take a consequence.
Okay. I'm going to push it.
Do it.
Wreck
6 over.
You like blow the radiator or whatever. You flood it. You I don't know anything about cars, but you do something where it starts smoking.
blow a header.
All right. That's no good. Oh, I can mechanic repair.
Okay.
Can I try to?
Yeah, give me a mechanical repair.
5 over.
You can push it again. You might hurt yourself or the car some more.
Got it.
Nice.
All right. Okay. So you are able to you get the cap to the radiator off. You've got nothing there. You piss in it.
That's cool enough.
And it cools it down, and you're good. You're able to get the car started, because it's like the truck is so old and so janky. It has like a ritual.
Yeah.
How to get it started that only he knows. That's why he feels confident leaving the keys.
Yeah.
That's his.
I was going to say, did you work your way through the maze of moonshine bottles?
You got
Piss bottles.
Yeah, you got a half turn, full turn, fully back. Give it some gas.
It's like a whole dance.
Yeah, quarter turn.
You got to have
Say
one person.
Hail Mary.
You got to get out. You got to get out while the keys are in and turned, and you got to then go to the manual crank on the front. And you got to get the crankshaft going. And once you get that moving, it's got some kickback. So if your wrist is still attached once it's going, you're probably not going to have a hand anymore.
But then I drive it to like either like a side or back
Canada
entrance
just
or
leaves
something
us.
to like pick them up and give them a swift getaway.
Okay. So the voices like are in behind the room. You know, they're talking. There's like kind of like a bit of like a squeak of surprise, and the door, the handle to the door is, you know, kind of, you know, is about to open. You guys are kind of like right there. So what are you doing?
Hiding.
Well, there's not much I'm going to do at this point.
Can I beep the car horn
Actually, yeah, no, I'm not gonna
when
hide.
I arrive?
All right. Well, it's Deirdre gets like pushed out of the building and like, you know, or out of the room, and you know the door slammed closed behind her, and she's just like kind of flustered and like, I'd be like, you know, like I don't know what's happening, and like she's so flustered. Make a psychology roll.
Fail.
Ooh, that's a pass. A regular pass.
Like she's like just kind of so flustered with like they were, you know, she's trying to be nice and like, you know, again, and they're just being so rude, and they just like totally broke decorum. Like she's like so surprised that such like a high upstanding member of society would essentially get violent with her and push her out of or have her forcibly removed from the room. So but she's so like kind of distraught and distracted, she doesn't acknowledge that you guys are there, or like it doesn't register.
She doesn't register the fact that I pissed my pants a little bit and have my hand on my Luger.
Yeah, so you know she's just like kind of muttering to herself as she's making her way back to her desk.
Does she still have the key on her?
You don't know. You're not there.
I know. I'm asking for the group.
I'm gonna approach her and tell her that the janitor was indeed spying on them.
Dude, I don't even want to say what's gonna happen to this guy.
Yeah, you're basically accusing this dude of being a communist right at the time where that easily gets you killed.
And then I'm gonna ask her if she knows what's in the box.
What's in the box?
She's make a hard persuade check.
Okay. Fail.
Yeah, she's just like doesn't really acknowledge you. Just like it's basically, or like she kind of does but doesn't. You know, it's like I don't know. They wouldn't tell me. Like there's something weird about that box. It made me go all cold. You know, but you know, like never been treated so, you know, so rudely. I thought Mr. Grimsby, you know, he's the most eligible bachelor in all of town.
Is her bosom out?
No, but you know,
Okay.
she's just, you know, just flabbergasted, and it's like,
Now, ma'am, if I might step in, I've got my monocle on. I'm trying to look real fancy. I am a professional weird box investigator. I come from way across the ocean in a way that you haven't. Nope, you never heard of this place before. It's for wealthy European folk. But I should be in there with them, but the door seems to be locked right there.
just, I don't know, I can't do it. They took the key from me. Like
They took the key from you. Now that just seems rude.
you're telling me,
Like now, sweetie, I'm gonna let you go down the stairs right there. You're not gonna say anything to anyone about anything that you have seen or heard in the past.
are you trying to be intimidating or?
I'm trying to be charming.
Okay, then make a charm roll.
I'm trying to be like a southern gentleman with a monocle.
Don't you worry yourself, sweetheart. You know, we'll take care of it.
That's over 50% success.
Nice.
Okay, so, you know, she's just like, you tell her like, go put her feet up, go have a cup of coffee, or
You relax, sweetheart.
So she just kinda,
Change the sign to closed.
nice. So she, she just kind of walks away, starts still muttering to herself.
So is this is old enough and back in time when can I just see through the keyhole?
Sure. Make a.
Let's see.
That's just great.
What, looking through the keyhole?
Yeah, there is no direct perception check type of thing. I don't necessarily want to call for a spot hidden at the moment. Well, but you can look through it, you can see, and they are they're standing over the they're standing over the. I should have probably specified also that the two textile boys, they had put the crate in and they were kind of kicked out as well.
Okay. That's fine.
That was even before.
Yeah,
that was even
before her.
Before her, it was that they opened the door, put it in, they kicked them out. They just kind of started.
And then it was one of those Blood thought she was part of the gang, and then she got kicked out too.
Yeah, they kind of forgot she was there for a minute, and then she got kicked out. But so they are. The two of them are standing over the crate. They the assistant guy. You see him. There's he reaches into his coat and there's a flash of, light on metal. There's a grunting noise as he pulls something across his hand with a clenched fist. Puts it across
for the blood god.
Yeah, across the waves it across the
top of the crate.
Top of the crate, and there's an audible kind of popping sound, and they open the crate lid. The lid, so with the backs, it's facing you. I don't know if I'm describing that well, but they open it up so you can't see into it, but you see the glow.
Yeah. Ark of the Covenant
style, as it bathes them in but your sight is blocked now beyond that.
I kind of want to start working on the lock. See if I can if it's even locked.
Yeah, make a lock picking. I think that should definitely be a skill.
Locksmith, yeah.
I have one. Yeah.
I've honked the horn a couple times.
Okay.
So what is 000?
Oh my god, you actually got it? That's amazing.
I believe that's technically a 100.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
That is a fumble.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah. Do you push?
Yeah, do you want to push the roll?
I'm just trying to look at how that works with.
It is 100 because this would be the 10.
Yeah, it's 100. Yeah.
So that would be, but I'm just how would that work with? Because how would you get a 5? It would be 005.
Yes.
Yes.
But then because it's 00 with a 10, that's
Yes.
Yeah,
100.
that's how it works. Yeah.
That's very weird. Not how that should work.
It is though.
I'm gonna push it though.
Okay.
10 and 7,
17,
17.
so that's
My locksmithing is 30.
Oh.
So
That's a
almost
success.
almost 50%.
Almost a hard success, but that's
Yeah.
just a regular success.
Yeah.
All right, so you you're using a hairpin to do it, and you're about to, you almost fumble it. You almost drop the thing through the lock.
Yeah.
It almost falls in on the other side, but you grab it at the last second, and you take another pick instead.
Yeah. Now I've got torsion.
And you are able to successfully crack it. And
Crack it.
So you pop the lock.
Pop, lock, and drop
What
it.
do you do?
I'm going to very gently pull the handle and just crack the door just a little bit, so I can peek through the crack in the door. and start to be a ninja and try to.
Do you have the monocle on?
Yes.
So you now have like a clearer view of the. You now have a clearer view of the two of them. They are pulling from out of the box all sorts of like occult equipment, like these like ritual knives and bowls, and more importantly, a bunch of robes.
That's never good.
A bunch of like silk robes, which if he was there, he would have recognized the fabric.
Bet your ass I would have.
That they're taking them out and they're like consecrating each one. But you have the monocle in, and they like are each wearing one of the robes, and they are you see their faces. You see their faces through the lens of the monocle. You see that neither of them are human or fully human.
Well, that's great.
As you'd expect. One of them just straight up looks like a lizard man. That Mr. Joseph Grimsby looks like a lizard man. And
Shit, lizard people running the country.
And the other one looks like this kind of. He's more of like he looks more human, but something off about him. Like he's kind of got this like these elongated kind of features, like
It's like
eyes,
Uncanny Valley.
Eyes are too big.
Yeah.
You think you may see like a stripe of a gill or something.
Great.
On the side.
I'm assuming I have to roll some sanity things.
Absolutely, you're gonna have to roll a sanity check.
Nope.
Okay, you are taking. That's a failure.
Yes.
You take 5 points of sanity damage.
What's your sanity
And-
look like?
57.
Okay.
You, I believe, taking 5 or more makes you go temporarily insane.
Great. There goes that plan. So it's just the two monsters in the room, right? Just before I lose my mind.
Yeah, and so they're consecrating these robes. So you have a bout of madness. You kind of make a yelping
Shit your
noise.
pants.
Yes, you drop a little turd in your pants, and you're gonna turn and run.
Yep.
Because your great grandmommy told you stories
Yeah.
about
No,
fishmen
these-
in the bayou. Like,
Yeah, no. Fishmen, I don't fuck with fishmen. Lizard people, I know that they're the evil ones who run the government. The fish people, they're a whole different realm of evil.
Okay.
They got people out there that are the human bottom and the fish top. Manmer is what we call them.
Okay, I need you to make an intelligence roll.
Me?
Yes, you want to fail this.
What's up top?
Yeah, it's one of your core skills.
So I want to fail this, so I want to go
fail it.
high?
You want high.
Nope.
You succeed, quote unquote.
Yes.
All right, so you
regular
fully
succeed.
comprehend the nature of what you're seeing here.
Great.
Not like this wasn't a trick of the light or whatever.
Oh, God.
These were.
I was sober.
Yeah. So you're going to have you're going to get a mania or a phobia, not a mania, a phobia. You're afraid of fish now.
Fair. I never really could trust them. They got them eyes, and they're just kind of looking at you through the water, and then you kind of kill them, and the eye's still looking at you, and you don't know if it's really looking at you, but it's still looking at you.
All right, so you're going to be insane for 10 rounds if that affects anything. I just rolled a 10 on a d10. So,
Cuckoo.
so you are turning and running and just being like, oh Lord, no, oh Lord Jesus, no more fishmen.
Fishman. I got my hand on my Luger. I'm running through the.
So he runs past you. He's insane.
Yep.
He bursts out of the building. You see him. He's ripping off his clothes.
Help me, baby Jesus.
He's now completely naked except for the monocle. Okay.
I honk the horn again.
Damn.
Okay, so what do you?
I feel like
What do
Carl
you-
would have a unique horn.
Yeah, what do you do as it appears that the two of them on the inside are like, they obviously know that you guys were there, and are going to give chase if given the opportunity.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Do you square up or do you run after Carl?
No, I'm gonna square up with these fucking tweakers.
That's a lizard man and a fish person.
Yeah, he's just spouting this stuff. Like, so to you, it's like you don't know what's happened. Like, you don't know. Like,
You don't see that
they're
whatsoever.
just guys. So like,
You also don't know about my monocle.
yeah. So you pull up, and they're just like they're in these robes. You think they're basically, in the parlance of the times, you think they're a bunch of fruitcakes. You know.
Bunch of mows.
Yeah. So yeah. So what do you do? When you say you square up to them, what do you do?
I'm gonna tell him the senator sent me and said he wants to wait to continue the ritual until the event.
You need to pass an extreme persuasion.
Okay. Oh baby. Dope.
You can push it,
I'm gonna push it.
and don't forget about luck too.
What does luck mean? What can I do with
So
the
it's
luck?
like if you're a couple points off, you can spend luck points to
Got it.
Oh, I
get
didn't
that
know.
many. Get to that many. Like you could have spent 4 or 6, however, that's
Yeah.
enough to spend on.
Nar.
No.
Nar.
And so you fail the push.
Oh no.
Okay.
And then I pull out my gun.
And I start shooting.
All right. So they are.
Fish people.
They're basically. He's gonna the assistant one is like gonna like point at you and like make this like it almost sounds kind of like cursed whale song. Like kind of sub sonar kind of stuff, and just like point at you, and they're gonna you're gonna combat is going to ensue. So they're
Okay.
this is actually really what I want to do. I want to rather than doing based off of just straight dexterity, I want to roll.
Can I yell at the top of my lungs for him to come in?
For him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I be like, get your ass in here?
Yeah. Make a listen check with a bonus die. It's gonna take him several rounds to get there.
Literally was
Yeah,
the
that's
same,
fine.
and it's 18, and my listen is 20, so we good.
Okay. So yeah, you hear them like you. What do you do with Carl though before doing that?
He's just running around naked.
Yeah.
I am currently acting like I'm on fire, like an ethanol fire, which is
Invisible fire.
which is invisible.
I just let it happen with Carl. There's not much I could do there.
All right. So I want you just to roll a D100, both of you,
D100.
and just let me know what you get.
30,
And you do as well, because
52.
39.
19.
Okay. So
Damn.
Carl's first. Then it's
By me.
Mickey. What'd you say? 52.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys all go before then.
Nice.
Okay. So Carl, you are still insane.
Yes.
So,
More so than usual.
Yeah. So you get to choose how you act though now. It's no longer up to me. Like you did your bout of madness. Can't lose any more sanity during this.
And so I can't go back in there, I'm assuming. I would probably not do that.
Sorry, say it again.
I can't like go back inside.
Unless you can think of a reason
Is there some reason like could I like you know how Popeye would like pop his can of spinach and eat it and boom boom and he's all strong? Could I like pull out my flask and look at it and be like, give me strength, Shine, and take
It's a tonic.
take a sip and just ba-doop, 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 got my liquid courage and like roll for something, and if I fail it, like just go fucking puke or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll say that you can take your swig of Shine on this one.
It's flavor, baby.
Make like a con roll.
No, sir.
Okay, so you're sick on yourself. You're now naked.
It's
and
good that
covered in
it's good that I'm
vomit.
naked. You know, at least the clothes.
Previously shit
Easy
your
cleaning.
pants.
He's just got brown streaks just down his legs. Okay. All right. So that's what you do on your turn.
Rough night for Carl.
Mickey, what are
It's
you
always
doing?
a rough night for
The,
Carl.
the one who pointed at you is holding a knife.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot his ass.
You brought a knife to a gunfight.
Okay, so he's going to dodge for, or like, you know, what's it called? He's going to he's gonna go for cover.
Okay, it's a extreme success.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Yep. And what does 1 parentheses 3 mean for number of attacks?
You got 3 shots.
Yeah, I think before you have to reload.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay, dive recovery. Okay, so he's diving for cover, so he needs to make a dodge roll,
Okay.
which I think is just a dice.
It's half dex.
Yeah, you're right. That's a failed dodge roll.
Nice.
So go ahead and you said it was an extreme success.
Yep.
Okay, so that means you're gonna do, because it's a gun that has like impale or whatever. All guns have that. You get max weapon damage plus max damage bonus and an extra weapon damage roll. So it's like you just, whatever the damage roll, whatever the dice is, you start off with.
If it was a 1d6,
It's
you have
just
6.
Okay, so it's 10.
And is there any? It's a gun. I don't think guns have bonuses.
No, it's just 1d10. There's no.
Okay, so it's 10 plus a d10.
Plus a d10. Okay.
Make sure you're d10.
13 total.
Okay, you dome this guy.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Put a bullet through that
which one was
motherfucker's
it?
face.
Just like out of just pure instinct, just pull the gun out.
Was it the fish person?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
Just dome him.
Nice.
You just straight up dome him.
Got that thing on me.
George had children. He just spawned he just, semen filled an egg
Hell
batch
yeah.
of 143.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Gunther, what are you doing?
What kind of building is this structure-wise?
Drive my truck into the building.
No. Is it stone? Is it wood?
It's stone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I drive my truck into the building.
How big is the doorway? Ben, how big is the doorway?
It's there's a single door and a revolving door.
Glass.
Glass, yeah.
Driving the truck through the
You were in the back.
So
were,
what is the back? What does the back have then?
Probably just like a service door.
All right. What does Carl have in his truck?
A lot of glass bottles. bottles, a lot of bottles and/or clay jugs.
Yeah, so there's
Okay.
a lot of clay
Probably has
jugs
a
and glass
fly fishing
bottles.
pole.
Yep, no, there's definitely a fishing rod in there. It's not very well put together.
Yeah, so it's a bamboo fly
There,
rod.
there's at least a knife or two in there, but like they're not attached to a hilt.
will his
loose blades.
will his urine or moonshine have any effect on
I mean, the
Grimsby?
moonshine is super
Flammable.
flammable.
Yeah. I'm gonna take some moonshine with me.
Barely needs a spark to.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some moonshine with me, like 3 of the clay jugs, and then walk in and start
Just
throwing
like
pots.
nonchalantly, just like,
I love that this man who was just hosting my ass getting beaten up in his house is now just stealing all of my booze and destroying my truck.
Well, I'm not driving through the front door, so I'm just taking the bottles and then walking in to throw them towards the crate.
okay. Okay. So you're moving in. I'll say it takes you at least a round to get there and to get past the main deck, like the main door, and like the secretary.
Okay.
Or are you coming in from the? Are you coming?
I was
in
coming from the back.
From the back. Okay, so that'll be closer, but the service door is locked. So you'd have to do like a strength check to try to break it down.
All right, let's
I don't
strength
think
check.
there's a. Yeah, I don't think there's a.
Good.
All right, so
Nice.
you're able to bust down the door. It's you're a big guy. You just kind of like throw your shoulder against it and are able to bust the lock. Yeah, you're able to. You cross paths with Fergus,
Yep.
who is still doesn't know what's going on until you hear just going about his evening routine before they
Here's a
close up.
gunshot.
But you just hear a gunshot. And he's just immediately drops what he's doing. Just hands up and just instinct takes over.
And I just run by him.
Okay. So yeah, you'll get there next round.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
It's now Grimsby's turn, the lizard man.
Okay.
He's going to hiss at you and start intoning these strange guttural sounds.
Okay.
That's not good.
How far away? Like, we're pretty far from each other, right? Like, I'm kind of just in.
I'm
You would've-
outside.
you would have had to step into the doorway of this.
Fair
room,
enough.
so
Yeah, I'm
order
like
to-
in the
order-
room. Yeah, I
in order to
guess.
get a shot off.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
Adding,
That was the shot.
making this a musical. Okay, so he's going to. How many points is this? Oh, okay. It's quite a lot. So it's gonna take a round to do it. So he's using his turn to like
Okay.
cast this. Basically, you don't know it, but he's
Right.
He's waving
Charging
his hands
up.
around, and like you think, like, what is this? What's this?
What is this freak doing?
What's this fairy doing? Like he's dressed
Yeah.
all fancy, and now he's doing all weird hand gestures. Is
Unbelievable.
he a papist? You're probably
Yeah, he's a
papist.
Catholic. Yeah. Pagan.
He's
Yeah,
He's a
Pagan
freak.
nonsense.
He's a
godless
freak.
pagan.
Yeah.
Believes in divorce. Disgusting.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
so it's my turn
Carl's
again?
Turn. No, it's
Oh,
Carl's
Carl.
turn.
Carl Jr.
I'm still in fucking
Is Carl
freaking out in the
lucid?
parking lot. Like, what am I?
You're done being sick on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
so, like-
fishman's dead. I mean, you don't know that.
Yeah, like I've heard a gunshot, right?
Yeah.
Am I in a fit enough state to run back inside?
Would Carl, even in a normal state, run towards gunfire?
Or would he run towards his truck?
I mean, if I see my truck there unattended, there's like a decent chance I might just like get in that truck and start driving.
So this is like the first opportunity you've had
that I could run.
Yeah. That's fun.
I could be out. I could be out of this whole situation.
Oh, my God.
It's like I could just end it all right here, and Carl could just go back to his still, Just sell the alcohol to the bad man who's going to do some blood ritual on children.
So what does Carl do?
Carl's going to head to the truck.
Okay.
That's at the very least what he's going to do right now.
Okay. Mickey, your turn.
All right. I'm lining up another headshot.
We're gonna pot shot him.
All right. It's just a basic success.
Okay.
Is Mickey just boondock saintsing right now?
Pretty much.
We'll say he's got. Actually, we'll say he's got half cover
Okay.
from the crate.
Okay.
So I need you to roll a penalty die.
What does that mean?
You roll another one of the.
Just roll 2.
of these, and you take the worst one, so the higher one.
Okay. Ten was the higher of the two.
So, is that an extreme success?
Cause you had, what did you roll?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What's your gun stat?
It's actually no. It's what's the
the
middle
hard- just the
success?
hard
Hard
success?
success. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't do any extra damage. Okay. Yeah, he's not diving for cover because he's doing the spell. So yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
Cool. 4.
Okay. You wing him.
Yep.
He kind of grunts but doesn't break his
Need another swig of liquor.
his whole deal.
Straighten my aim out.
Okay, Gunther.
So am I there, like, in the
You-
area
you
outside
make it-
the
Yeah,
doorway?
you make it to the doorway just as he pops off another shot.
Can I huck the moonshine jugs in there?
Yeah, make a
That canonically, the timing of this is I just got to my truck as my moonshine jugs are now breaking onto a door.
Just like seeing all your hooch gone.
So it's like whatever your normal attack stat is.
There is a throw,
Okay, then yeah.
so I'm pushing it.
Okay.
Nice, got it.
Okay. So you throw the thing and it like crashes at his feet, and douses his feet in the liquor.
I don't in my gear and possessions have a lighter or matches or anything, but isn't that standard issue for the time? Everyone's got a cig.
So most people would have matches.
match
but
book.
Make a luck roll for me to see if you have a thing of matches. You can't do that both this turn, but like you can look to try to see if you have the.
I'm gonna push it.
You cannot push luck rolls.
Okay. Then I failed it.
Just cry out to the local children.
Good try.
Hey,
good
you
try.
young man.
Yeah, can't push luck, sanity, or sanity loss, combat, or damage rolls. Oh, well, you technically did push combat roll, but it's okay. We know that now. But yeah, you can't push a luck roll. So yeah, you don't have a match.
Okay.
But he's got a fucking pistol. It definitely got some.
I mean, I have a Derringer. I could take some gunpowder out.
Yeah, get creative with it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Throw a rock
he's
at
finished
it.
intoning his spell.
Okay.
Now doing an opposed power roll.
Oh boy.
Doesn't sound good.
No. I'm in danger.
What did you get?
Oh, I have to do that?
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's an
What
opposed
is it?
roll. It's an opposed power roll.
So, okay. Got it. 17. Fuck yeah.
Okay. It does not take any effect because he rolled a 22. He, however, does not lose. He does not lose sanity points. It doesn't do
Okay.
that. Creatures like that don't do that. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. So he kind of hisses at you, and is going to. He only has the one attack. He bares his fangs at you.
Okay.
Like he's gonna
naughty.
He's gonna pounce on you in his next turn.
Okay.
Carl.
All right.
Well, you don't actually. He's just like kind of hisses at you. He still looks human to you.
Yeah. I'm just doing some. This guy's fucking weird. The poppers of. I don't know what they got in that shit. Crazy.
Can I see him?
You're in the truck.
Yeah. So they're not at the front door. Or
You're
at the
you're
back
towards
door.
the back. You can see you can see like where he busted in the back door. Stand up.
Carl is going to. He heard gunshots. He saw fish people. He got a monocle today. The monocle's pretty cool. I mean, it allowed him to see fish people, which some could say.
You and your grandpa, your pa and your grandpa, never had something so fancy in the life.
No,
of just
like there
run and
ain't been
shine.
a man in my family
in your
who's
whole
ever
bloodline.
worn a monocle, let alone two monocles.
So is that your goal in life now? To
Yes.
get a second monocle?
At the same
Yes, two monocles at the same time.
Beautiful.
Carl's going to resist the urge to run.
Okay.
Carl's going to. He's seen some shit, but he understood it. He understood it to be real. And that means that, he can rationalize a little bit. Like,
everything that your grandmammy told you comes flooding back to you on how you deal with fish people.
yeah, so I reach
You
around.
throw salt at them.
Yeah, I was about to say I reach around and look for some like residual salt stains from all like the sweat that's dripped off me into the truck.
You definitely probably have like a packet of salt or something from
Yeah.
the era of fast food. Yeah.
So I'm going to grab that and I'm going to go headlong into the.
From a local White Castle.
He's just got salt cubes.
For the horses.
Yeah. Instead of sugar cubes, he's been giving them salt.
Sorry. Okay, so you're gathering your shit and your salt.
Yes. I also
Still naked.
They're gone.
The clothes are gone.
He probably lives in his truck. Maybe he's got another pair.
So I've already
Probably got
immediately
their
taken
overalls,
stock
yeah.
of the fact that there's shit missing out of my truck. Like the missing jugs, I automatically noticed that.
Yeah.
Big problem there.
That's why you're going inside.
That's part of what snapped me back to reality. It's like, oh shit, the hooch is missing.
Somebody took the booze. Okay, so you're getting out and you're heading back in.
Yeah.
Okay, Mickey.
All right, yeah, I'm
Got
gonna.
one more shot
Yep.
before you got to spend it to reload.
Yep, I'm gonna take that
count.
shot. I'm gonna take that shot. Fail.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Can I? It's a 58. Can I spend 8 luck points? Can I do that?
So you can't. Yeah, the only thing you can't spend it on are other luck rolls, damage rolls, or sanity rolls.
Okay, I'm
So,
gonna
yeah.
make that a success then.
Okay. He is going to. Yeah, he's not going to dodge.
Okay.
He's not going to give up his attack.
Damn it! Just another 3.
Okay. You do notice that the blood that is seeping. Yeah, make a spot hidden roll.
Okay.
I always get ahead of myself there.
Fail.
Okay. Gunther,
yeah.
you can make a spot hidden roll too.
I'm gonna play around with my Derringer.
We'll say make a spot hidden roll first.
Okay. Can I push it?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
You notice that the blood that is seeping from him is like kind of greenish blue. I need you to make a sanity check.
Okay. Lower than my sanity?
Yes.
No, you.
Yes. You want to be low. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what'd you get?
A 2.
2.
Okay. You don't take any sanity damage.
Okay.
It's a good ass roll. It's too bad you didn't do that on something like an attack.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use my Derringer to try to ignite the moonshine.
Just like gonna try to like shoot at it. Shoot at his feet.
Just like hold the gun down to the.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. To the floor.
Yeah, and just like try to get.
No, but like so
hit the spark.
Yeah, the spark hits the vapors. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great way to lose a thumb.
you're not gonna just shoot him.
With my Derringer,
What's the damage on your Derringer?
1d6.
Yeah, that's pretty good. He's taken 2 bullet wounds already.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to burn this
yeah,
motherfucker.
do it.
That's
Let's
fine.
do it. That's fine. Okay, I want you to make a. Okay, so I want you to make like a firearm
Yep.
check. Basically, it's gonna see if it like backfires or something.
A 1. So it's a
Extreme
stream.
success. Okay, so you
Nice.
do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Now I want you to make a luck check.
Okay.
So this guy's gonna it's gonna, the trail is gonna catch. He's gonna go up in flames. It's definitely gonna be enough to kill him.
Yes.
A luck pet. Okay,
Yes.
so like you managed to
Nice.
like there's like a spark that like catches your sleeve, but like you slap it to put out the the flame so you don't get burned too. And
Nice.
so he's gonna like shriek and get his fancy suit is highly flammable.
Yeah.
All
All that wool.
He's got this, all that wool. Or I was gonna say like it's that he's got this new thing called polyester.
It's melting to his body.
Yeah.
It's this
Let's-
brand new thing. And so yeah, I probably should have had you do also like a sanity check to see like that this is your boss.
True.
Okay, I'm gonna make you do another one. The fact that you just killed your boss.
Just killed your boss. Amazing.
Fail.
We gotta grab that box and get out of here.
Okay.
Box is fucking burnt, man.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I want the
you
box.
take 2 points of sanity damage for killing your boss.
I would be really disappointed if I went through all of this and we didn't get the box.
No, that box. Not
What's
burnt.
in the box?
Like I lost so much dignity in town.
You're in the back streets, probably only a vagrant or a hobo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
your
those are my
friends.
clients.
But instead though, he just like got a free show, so he's just like back in the corner jacking off.
Yeah.
He's stolen somebody's pie, and he's jacking off into the pie.
Then he's gonna eat it.
He's gonna put the pie back.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, grabbing that box. Let's get
All
out
right.
of
So
here.
combat's done. You guys kill Mr. Grimsby here.
So at this point, I get inside the building and see the 2 dead corpses of a
One
fish
of them-
person and a lizard.
A lizard that is just fucking burnt to a crisp.
Yeah.
I throw the salt at the fish person.
The corpse like shrivels and any bit of like the illusory magic that was there is dispelled, and you two now see that it's a fish man. I need you to make another sanity roll.
Fail.
Passed.
Okay, you failed.
Yeah.
You are going to take another 1 point of sanity damage. Okay. So Mr. Grimsby is dead.
Nice.
That's going to be an interesting thing I'll need to take into account for next time.
Yo, we just
Seems like we found a nice little.
Yeah, I
end
say
point
we're
right there.
we're at about an hour and 50, so that's probably a good place to call it for now. Unless there were a couple, maybe like one more
Like investigate the box.
I would say, yeah, you guys have honestly actually gone pretty much everywhere. That's important. You still have the papers from the library to look at, and we should probably do that before we wrap, so we don't forget. And yeah, you guys want to look into the box.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so you look into the box. There is
Have to roll anything.
not yet. So there's a bunch of robes and like all the things I described earlier. There's like these like ritual. There's like talismans. They're mostly the robes. That's mainly what they're delivering. But there is some stuff in there. So in the box, there's just like some important kind of equipment. Can I get an
amen?
An occult roll for what's in the box, and then a spot hidden roll?
Definite no on the occult roll.
Yep. I got spot hidden.
I got the spot hidden as well. I got
Failed both.
6 on.
I got
What about the occult for you?
occult fail.
And
Okay.
6 is a major success for me.
Yeah,
like
I
the
also-
highest success.
One below the highest, right?
Yeah.
Not an extreme. Yeah, I had a major success too.
Okay, so in this room, like a lot of the stuff has been kind of cleared out and cleared back, but there was like kind of a table that some of the materials and stuff had been that they were consecrating were placed on it, and like you are kind of pulling out, and you like pull out from a corner, there was a folded blueprint, and I'm trying to think again. Is there a skill check to look? No, appraise is not right.
I mean, can Carl give it to someone to look at?
You could do I would say a library use is like kind of going to be one of the closer ones, or yeah, that's going to be the closest.
That's a success.
Nice.
All right, so like you're like you have some like engineering background,
Yeah,
in terms of
I've been
building
building
stills
stills.
and all that stuff.
Getting my truck running.
You recognize a blueprint, you know, and like you have like
Schematics.
you've got good
Schematics.
spatial reasoning.
Yeah.
This is a plan for some type of some development plan. Written atop it is like like under the title is, and so it's a development site with the words Lilac Grove.
Lilac Grove.
written over it. Let me see if there were more details.
You're a detail.
Yeah, there's so you actually so you got the extreme for the spot hidden. There is a there's like a, it's not like an address, there's just a description for like the
Block
old,
and lot number.
the old exactly.
Yeah, that's how they do.
Yeah, and so no names or anything yet, just like a lot number or something. And so did somebody pass the library use roll?
I did.
You did. Okay, so it appears to be there appears to be like a building, like almost like an industrial kind of building. That's what it's designed for, but it's got multiple levels. There's an underground level.
Ooh.
Fancy schmancy.
That looks to be more almost more ancient in styling, without giving anything else away. But all right, so you see these plans, and you see the lot number. You don't know what the lot number means. Where
Well, we have another lead.
did you want to?
Yeah,
look
can
at
I
those?
slap my papers
Your
down on
papers
the
down.
table and take a look? See.
Okay, so what you managed to grab from the library was a clipping from from the senator's like original run for office. So it's basically talks about how he this young upstart seemingly appeared out of nowhere. This was like 18 years ago is when this comes from. That this was detailing how his campaign was weathering a scandal that the details of which weren't quite fit to print. Then that the paper is taking the stance that they're not going to substantiate such wild and outlandish.
Is he part of
claims.
OVHO?
And there's they obliquely referenced to some incident at a local slaughterhouse he was touring.
Okay.
As part of his just community outreach and
That means nothing to me.
Yeah, but so it's that he had some old scandals that he was able to
Sweep under the rug.
Unexplicably, sweep under the rug. Something that would have kind of
sunk most
campaigns. He's been able to, they're talking about how he's appeared untouchable despite some of these scandals. That he has amassed, even at such a young age, he's amassed impressive connections, including, and they list some of the names that have
Grimsby.
appeared. Grimsby is on
He
the
did.
list. Grimsby is on the list.
Mr. Hillary.
Mr. Hillary, who it reads there is one of the largest funders of his thing. He is Marshall Hillary was recently at that point appointed as the head of the Wilmington branch of Delaware Bank and Trust.
Nice. Good for him.
He is and so this was a clipping done by the Evening Journal, and was like an editorial written by the paper's owner at that point, Alfred DuPont of the notorious DuPont family from the region. Then there was also Joseph Grimsby, a couple other names that you don't recognize at this point.
The DuPonts were the newspaper family that we were messing with earlier.
Yeah, they were real people.
I know.
And they really did run the newspaper.
And a lot of other things.
Are you doubting my research on the realities
killed an
of
Olympic wrestler?
And okay, I think they're. Yeah, I don't think you guys wouldn't know these. You would know Grimsby. Yeah, those are the ones you recognize. Yeah,
Okay.
so it has connections to them.
He did.
All right, and that's where we'll leave it for tonight, folks. We're right about 2 hours, so solid episode length. I feel like, we can probably knock this out in one more go.
Yeah. That was fun. That was a fun session.
I wish I got to drive the car into the building, though.
Once again, commend your commitment to your character.
Carl would have killed you.
Yeah.
no,
in his mania.
Yeah.
It would have caused a new mania.
Do you know how many bullets a German Luger holds?
More than a Derringer.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, folks. So hopefully I will be able to retain all of this information and these notes and these changes, because we
Just
won't
do what I did for the D&D episode and re-listen to this episode as a Spark Notes.
Yeah, and then we will be back at it with the finale of this little saga, hopefully next month. Until then, we will see you next time. I know I mentioned in the last episode that we would have chosen our adaptation by that time. I'm realizing now that we forgot to talk about that in the intervening hours, because again, we recorded these last 2 episodes side by side. So
It's a surprise.
next week's episode, total surprise to us as well. We'll find out. We'll find out when you do. Bye.
Bye.